Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and unpack one of the most incredible economic miracles in history, the post-war Japanese success story. It's a remarkable tale of resilience, reinvention, and honestly, a ton of lessons we can all use.
We have to start with a massive question, right? How exactly does a nation go from absolute, total devastation to complete global business dominance? It's a leap that almost defies logic when you really think about it.
Just imagine the sheer despair right after the war. You've got cities literally reduced to rubble, entire industries totally collapsed, and millions of people facing a wildly uncertain future. Honestly, most experts at the time figured it would take generations for them to even partially recover.
But instead of giving up, the Japanese people adopted a completely different mindset. They rebuilt with relentless, unbreakable discipline. Their spot today as home to the world's most respected companies? Yeah, that wasn't luck. It was meticulously built on hard work and an absolute refusal to surrender.
So, let's look at our first incredible example of this mindset in action, Toyota, and their absolute mastery of continuous improvement.
Toyota's early mindset shift is super fascinating. They actually started out making textile machinery. When they finally pivoted to automobiles, they made a massive choice. They completely abandoned the idea of just churning out the most cars and focused 100% on producing the best cars. Quality over quantity. Every single time.
And to pull off that level of quality, they introduced the legendary Toyota Production System, which is driven entirely by this concept called Kaizen. Kaizen is basically a philosophy of reducing waste by making small improvements every single day. It's like noticing a worker taking 2 unnecessary steps to grab a wrench, fixing that one tiny thing, standardizing it, and immediately looking for the next fix.
The biggest takeaway from Toyota's wild journey from textile looms to global auto giant is just this: small improvements every day create extraordinary success. It's the undeniable compounding power of daily progress. Let's move on to our next chapter and see how 2 other legendary companies, Sony and Honda, built massive empires by defying some pretty heavy odds. Take a look at Sony's starting point. They were founded back in 1946 with next to no resources, but they had this audacious dream. They wanted to create products that would literally amaze the world. From shrinking down transistor radios to inventing the Walkman, which, by the way, completely revolutionized how we listen to music, they pushed tech boundaries to build things people didn't even know they wanted yet. By pouring everything into pure innovation, rather than just copying what competitors were doing, Sony proved that true creativity is what builds a lasting legacy. For them, innovation has always been the ultimate key to lasting success. Then we have Honda. Their founder, Soichiro Honda, went through incredible hardship. His factories were heavily damaged during the war, and a lot of his early business ideas, well, they just straight up failed. He went through repeated, really painful failures, but he absolutely refused to quit. He kept pushing forward, starting out by just attaching small, surplus generator engines to regular bicycles. By starting that small and eventually building a global powerhouse, Honda completely redefines how we look at setbacks. They show us, plain and simple, that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a fundamental, totally necessary part of the journey to get there. Okay, let's explore our final 2 corporate case studies, Panasonic and Nintendo. These 2 truly master the art of constant evolution. Panasonic took a slightly different, super grounded path. They started out making really simple electrical stuff, like reliable battery-powered bicycle lamps. They totally ignored the chase for quick, flashy profits. Instead, they focused entirely on solving real, everyday problems for ordinary people to make their lives better. And you know what? Over time, that deep, unwavering focus on quality and customer trust naturally grew them into a world-leading electronics manufacturer. Their whole philosophy is just solve people's problems and success will naturally follow. Then there's the incredibly fascinating evolution of Nintendo. Believe it or not, they were founded way back in 1889 as a company making traditional playing cards. But as the world changed around them, they completely reinvented themselves, boldly stepping into the brand new video game industry. Now they entertain millions globally with beloved characters like Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. Nintendo is just the absolute ultimate reminder that success belongs to those who are willing to adapt and embrace change. Seriously, you have to be willing to let go of what you were in the past so you can entertain millions in the future. So, looking at all these wild stories, from cars to electronics to video games,
How did all these vastly different industries manage to achieve such historic success? Let's uncover the shared Japanese values that connect the whole shebang.
Here's the absolute cheat sheet to their success. Even though they work in entirely different fields, they all share these deeply rooted core values: discipline, relentless hard work, teamwork, deep respect for customers, innovation, and continuous improvement. They always prioritized collective excellence above everything else.
And it's so important to remember, this national economic miracle definitely didn't happen overnight. It wasn't just a sudden burst of luck. It was meticulously built through millions of tiny improvements, insane amounts of patience, and a totally unwavering commitment to excellence over decades. Let's bring this incredible history back to you right now and look at how you can actually apply this exact same mindset to building your own success.
No matter where you come from or what massive dream you're chasing, remember this simple truth we learn from all these companies. Great success is never, ever built in a single day. It's constructed by taking it just one step, one improvement, and one decision at a time.
The future truly belongs to those who adopt this resilient, continuously improving mindset. If you want to achieve extraordinary things, you've got to embrace this philosophy. Never stop learning, never stop improving, and seriously, never stop believing in yourself. Thank you so much for exploring this fascinating piece of history with me today. If you enjoyed this explainer on the Japanese success story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights from around the world. And hey, let us know down in the comments, what dream are you going to start building today?